Hello and welcome everyone. It is a Saturday. How is everyone doing this morning? How is everyone doing? How are you doing, true art believers? This is Pearson here. Just another day in paradise. Just going to be doing some drawing. This time I'm going to do a little bit of warm up with this little dragon type character I was working on. I'm probably not going to finish it. I'm going to just doodle on him for a little bit before I begin my my main commission. So let's begin. All right. Well, I just wanted to work on this character just in case. I was going to work on him later, but I decided to work on him now because I was worried that I wasn't going to get to him today. So I think what I'm going to do is I had this idea about the. I think what I might need to do, unfortunately, is make him more upright because he feels like he's toppling over, and that's probably the reason why I'm having problems with this character. So I'm probably going to have to do a few adjustments, and I'm just going to do that on this layer, right? Or do there we go. So I had this idea what I wanted to do before I began, and I think what might happen is we have to bring his belly out a little bit so it's covering his arm. There we go. I think that's what needed to be done. Maybe make him like weird back muscles. I don't know. Or just keep it like that. Because I was going to give him like these, like more of a serpentine thing, but I was just finding it really hard to do. So I'm just going to do that, and that way I could still get away with it. Yeah. So he's still going to have like. Let's go. Oh wow. I just need to make a group here because I'm getting lost. Put this. Name it extras. In this case, it's going to be called extras. There we go. Now, so I want to do this. I know it's like extra steps to do this stuff. I'm going to turn on the music a little bit. It's a little loud. I know it's like extra steps to do this, but it is what it is. I had this idea. I was thinking about it. I was like, man, what is going wrong with this thing? And I kept trying to make it like more of a dragon, but he's more like a Godzilla Charmander type thing. He actually looks more like Charmander, unfortunately. Oops. Did not mean for that to happen. But he's not going to have a flaming tail or anything. He's just going to... So I just wanted to... I think he's going to... There we go. He's still going to have... I still think maybe I should exaggerate this a little bit more. I'm going to make a group again. Go to the group, cancel. So I got to do a few things before I even begin this. It's all these like small little things that you have to do that just kind of add up in time. Like, let's make this a group. All right. So that whenever I just select the group, boom, I can do the whole thing as opposed to constantly selecting the entire thing. Okay, there we go. Now back to this. So I'm going to be doing a lot of changes. So notice the change in this. That seems a little exaggerated, but maybe it might need that. I don't know. I have to change it up. So that means this arm right here is going to be changed a little bit. So I'm going to flip it around. It's just, you just got to do all these like random things. You just never expect these things to occur, you know? But I'd rather kind of get it off to a good start. Although this feels, oops. There we go. We want that. I mean, it sucks that I got to do this, but it just feels like it's. Give him a big old butt. No, don't do that. Yeah, that feels much better. At first, it felt like he was when I first started him, he was going through. He felt like he was like hunching over. He was going to fall over on the weight because he's like his chest was out and he's like. But now he feels like he's at least more stable. Yeah, at least he's more stable. And then we can something like that. Okay, I think we're at it. We got something. Although his head is still a little small, but I'm just gonna say that like he's in you're you got this forced perspective. Like he's so tall. Or maybe I just tone down the size a little bit. I don't know how to do that. I really don't know. Okay, so this we're going to do. We're going to go to the detail. Oops. We're going to detail. I'm going to erase some of this stuff. Unfortunately, I have to. Erase that line. And then we're going to... Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to take that. And we're going to take this shadow. I'm going to take this and make another layer in front of it so that we can do another one of these a little bit tighter so I can see what I need to be doing. I think I'm going to have the leg kind of go in front. When I think like a dinosaur or dragon type character, I think I don't really do these characters that much. Obviously, this is like it. He looks like kind of. I think like I just want to exaggerate like the feet and claws of that like because like I don't know. Although he feels like he's got a small head. How can I fix that head? Like increase the size and make it work? Or how can I shrink down everything? Do I do that? Do I shrink him down a little bit? Or maybe he just has like I don't know. I think maybe next time I'll deal with that. I just assume that maybe you're like looking at him slightly. I wonder if you can. Anyways, let's just finish this. Do the line work first, and then we'll think about the head and how we can make it. You know. not like that. I wonder if there would be a way to make the head bigger. But then again, like I don't know if it needs to be bigger. I think maybe it might be because he's like just giant wingspan that we think we assume his head should be large. Then maybe his head is really large. Just his feet are really big. Oh yeah, his head's really tiny. Now what we can do is where we would take this. Would that be the size you need to go? It needs to be like that, or something like that. We might be able to just do the wow, yeah, his head is so small comparatively. Now, I guess what I'd have to do is I'd have to do something like this. I think it's a little bit better. I think it's easier to do to make it the body smaller that I haven't really developed than to mess around with the head. I think that looks a bit more cohesive. As opposed to that large. I think that'll make it easier. That took me a while. All right, I didn't get anything done on that drawing. Yeah, I didn't get anything done on that drawing. I just know that I just needed to adjust the whole position. It just needed to be corrected. The whole scale, like his head, just felt so small, like comparatively, because I had the body so large. I think this is a little bit more feasible. I might shrink down the feet a little bit, but I think it's okay like that. So I can get away with it, having not having anything right there. I wonder if I should have the wings draping over the arms. Maybe I should. Before we do that, let's make a copy. So so that in case we decide to change our mind, you know. Nah, I think I'll have the arm in front. Okay, that will help me. Damn. The problem is I don't know how to blend these now that I've done all these other things. Like you get this little, like, perhaps it's got to be in an area that, I don't know. I'll work on this another 20. Anyways. See, it just makes that area darker because I can't blend it. Is there a, what's this, a smudge? What's this do? That's a wet blender. Perhaps I could soften it. Maybe, I don't know. Anyways, I might not get that part done. I don't know how to blend it without it overlapping, so I'm just gonna save it for now, and then we're gonna come back to it later. I was able to do some things that I wanted to do. I corrected the scale. Well, I think I did. Jeez, his head still looks tiny, but it looks a little bit better. I think I'm just gonna leave it like that because I'm not gonna finish this drawing. This is gonna be a sketch, really. What I want to do is I want to share a different screen and start on something else because I got to work on this drawing here. So we're going to work on this. Yeah, so this is what I got to work on. Take the dragon drawing out of the way, turn it off, and work on this. Yeah, thank you. It's turning out pretty good. Yeah, thank you, Victor. It's not going to ever get done. I'm just it's merely just a practice exercise. I'm trying to learn how to use Photoshop, and for some odd reason, I just can't seem to figure out how to use that graphite technique tool or whatever. So that's why I don't know. Yeah, I don't. So I got to work on this one now. I'm just gonna. It's almost done. I kind of fiddled around with it yesterday And I gotta open some. I want to check out Biddy B real quick. I want to see what I did on this one. There's another cat I drew, and I just want to see what I kind of did here. Okay, I used that brush. Okay, now I know what I did. All right. Yeah, I'm using Autodesk right now. I'm using Autodesk right now. Um, Photoshop is it's Autodesk has like it's different. I like it a little bit better because it's simpler. But Photoshop, if you get really good at it, if you understand it better, you'll you'll do you have what do you call it? What would you do? Like once you really understand it, it'll really be helpful. Like I don't really have a there you go. Okay. So I know I wanted to do this like little flare stuff. Using like that's too much. Using yellows, pinks, and blues. So I'm trying to get the right brush size. So this is all I want to do with this one. I think I might be done with the background. I think I'm going to maybe do a little bit of merging with the background. In the foreground, add a little bit of an airbrush around the hair. And then I might go back to my T-Rex character. Just kind of play around with that. Because sometimes it's best to just kind of let these drawings be. You know, I've been working on this one for a while now, and I just wanted to get it over with, you know. I got like a bunch more I got to do, so I need to zoom in. I'm having trouble with my brush, my like putting the. I want the correct kind of brush the flow. I want the correct brush stroke, and I'm having trouble here, just kind of getting the right one. Or maybe I'm just worried that making the wrong choice. So I need to just kind of throw some in there and not really worry about it. So that's it. If I I tend to want the best sweep, the best flick of the best mark to really. I want it to have a certain taper, and sometimes it just doesn't have that. You know. Huh? Just wrapping it up. I think in about 10 minutes I'm going to be I'm going to have to cut it short. I'm going to be drawing on this outside, but like I have to cut it short with a live stream because I can't be live streaming anymore after this. So I got to do a little bit. So in about 10 minutes I'm going to be I plan on finish this. At the very least, all it's going to have, I think the backgrounds, I like the background. I don't think I really need to like do much to it. I kind of have this kind of like cool coloring effects that's kind of fun, you know. There's enough like jittery, enough like just random stuff kind of occurring that's it's okay. So I'm just making sure it's all in order, you know. I kind of like that little breaking of a space right there that's happening, or have it come off the face a little bit. Nice little touches. See, like you can't really tell the blue's kind of coming off, and then with because it's a certain layer effect, it creates another cool little break. I like breaking up space, so that's why sometimes I have the some lines go on top of the figure a little bit, but it's not like I'm just like going crazy and trying to block everything out, you know. It's a fine line you toe when you work up like that, you know. Ah, so that's kind of cool. So I might have to do something like this where I double it up. Kind of, maybe. It might have to be like a, I don't know. If I double it up, what if I do it like a double up and like glow or a, I don't know. So like the doubling up, I don't know if I like that. It might be, it feels like it's too noisy. Like he's got like the, but then again, oops, did I just double up again? Hair flare, glow. I'm gonna mess with the overlays for a second and see what that happens. Why is it doing that? It's doing like nothing. So that's kind of cool if I did that, but I did a soft glow. That's a little bit like I do a color dodge and then a soft glow on top of it. So it's kind of muted in certain areas because it's still doing it like a color dodge. So we're going to do that probably. So let's go back to a soft glow right now. Maybe I don't know if I had the hair on like a certain opacity prior. Anyways, let's do some pink. See what that looks like. It might be too much, but I don't care. You got to go, you always kind of have to go a little bit overboard sometimes so you know what is too much and what's too little. You know, and that's what I typically do is I like to go a little bit overboard so I know where like the ledge is. You know, that's what I typically do. I want to know where the ledge is of the drawing. It's like I mean ledge is like the where the edge of where too much you went overboard. You too much. You did too much, right? The ledge, the visual ledge. And so you don't really know those things until you do them, you know? Unfortunately, it's not like where's the ledge when what's too much? Like we don't know until you try it. It's the thing about art, like it's always a constant like it's a constant experimentation, you know? I need to open that other layer and that other file and see what I kind of did there. I did something. I might have did a layer effect that I don't know about. I got to double check because I really liked how I did that other one. And so these layers, what would be like the foreground, open it up. No, it looks like it's oh, it's not even on that layer. Oh, okay, it was a soft glow, but it's having a higher effect than the other ones. I wonder why it's doing that. It must be the color. Anyways, we're gonna open the recent, go back to. We're not gonna save it because I don't want to mess it up. Yeah, so I was just trying to see what I did differently. You know, apparently I used this. I'm doing the same thing, just the other one's having a stronger effect. I don't know why it's doing that. Is it because did I do a smaller? Maybe I need it. Aha. Okay. All right. We're gonna do this whole. So I know what I did wrong. The brush set was so large that it wasn't having the density of pigment. So I got to redo this all over again. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just kind of make a new layer. and have it as a soft glow like last time. So it was soft glow. We're going to use the blue. I'm going to go back to yellow. Sorry. It's simple. It's just a simple touch, and I'm just going to go over these areas, and then we'll just delete the previous one. Yeah, so notice that difference. That makes it much better. Okay. Well, anyways, it's time. I want to say thank you for watching. I really do appreciate your time. I hope you have a wonderful, fantastic Saturday. I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna work on this a little bit later. I might even live stream it if time allows. But like certain things, I can't just live stream. Certain times of the day, I just can't live stream. Just like out of nowhere, I'm like I got responsibilities. Anyways, I hope you have a wonderful Saturday. Have a good breakfast. I love breakfast. Have a good breakfast. Have yourself some coffee. Peace out.